Side stretch and hyperextension. Side stretch, you might want to take the feet a little bit wider. Again, still have those toes facing forwards. Let's just begin by gently leaning from one side to the other. Cast your mind back to section 1 with our ABC. Try and have your hips, pelvis in position B. Hip bones forwards, tailbone down to the ground. It's tempting as we tire or if our mind wanders to stick our bottom out. Try and keep that tailbone tucked under, side to side. Maybe start to incorporate lifting the elbow. As and when your spine feels ready, slow it down, bring the arm over. Pull the abdominal muscles in, lift up, other side. Lift up. Think about the knees slightly bent, tailbone tucked under in position B. Lengthen through your spine, right up to the top of your head. But as you set yourself up, the shoulders are relaxed and down, down. Three more times. Twice more. Keep breathing in and slowly out. Shoulders up, back and down, hyperextension. So back bends. We don't want to have a loose spine, but equally we need that movement not only in our shoulders, but our lumbar spine as well. Do this with caution, just step by step, see what's right for you. Option 1, shoulders up, back and down, link the fingers behind you. Feet might be a little bit wider than hip bone distance again, just for comfort. Soften the knees, bend them quite a bit more than soften, and push your hip bones forwards. That might be enough for you. Come up, and again, push those hip bones forwards. If you feel comfortable, squeeze your shoulder blades and begin to slightly tip backwards. Comfortable still, glance up towards the ceiling. Do what feels right for you. Couple more times, whatever option you've chosen. Final time. And come up. Shoulders up, back and down. Shake it out. That was quite a quick little section on the 5 exercises just to get mobile when you're standing up. So within this little block, we're going to start doing some exercises on the floor. Get our notes. So, knee hugs. Simply come down onto the floor, roll back, bring your legs with you. Don't force anything, don't hurt the knees. See if you can wrap your hands around your shins and just gently rock from side to side. Now, if ever you have discomfort in the knees doing this, you can wrap your hands around your backs of your legs, your hamstrings, but ideally for this stretch, you're hugging around the shins. Also, an option is to lift your head off the floor, tuck your chin into your chest. And as you progress, you feel you want to do a bit more, always try and roll yourself up to sitting and massaging the spine into the ground. Gently rock from side to side, forwards, backwards. going to take this into the side rolls. Arms out to the sides of the room with your palms facing the ceiling. Feet on the floor with your knees bent. Gently roll both knees to one side. Center. Roll to the other side. Center. The key things here are to keep your shoulder blades, your elbows and the backs of your hands touching the floor all the time. If you feel quite comfortable on that level, lift your feet off the floor, bring your knees into your chest and do the same, gently rolling the knees from one side, center, other side, center. Where possible, you do not touch the floor with those legs, just literally slightly hover off the ground. And again, ways to progress with this exercise is to ease your knees slightly further away from you and increase the angle at the back of the knee. So you're going to feel more intention in your stomach muscles and back doing this. Now do remember to draw the abdominal muscles in. Take a breath in and out. Just find the comfortable rhythm for you, but slow and controlled. There are many variations of this exercise, so I'll just show you a couple more. One variation, as you lean over to the side, extend the top leg. Roll to the other side. Extend the top leg or both legs. But again, try and master keeping your elbows, or your shoulders, your elbows and the backs of the hands off the floor. Please carry on as long as you want to. Pause the video recording. Video? How old am I? The download. And so you can do some more. If not, we're going to talk about, if you're ready to carry on, we're going to talk about neutral spine whilst lying down. So neutral spine when standing up is when I talk about position B. So it's going to be pretty much the same. You're lying down on the floor. Knees are bent, feet are about hip bone distance apart. And again, really, it's the same thing, the ABC. But in order to get that natural curve in your spine, sometimes it's useful to place one hand in the small of your back, one hand on your tummy muscles. So your hip bones will naturally end up pointing to the ceiling, your tailbone to the wall, in the same direction as your toes. Focus on deep breathing and try and remember to keep your abdominal muscles drawn in. Now the lower back is unable to push down into the floor because your hand's in the way. Equally, you want to remember not to lift that lower back off your hand. Once you feel you've mastered this, slide both hands away, just allow them to relax on the floor by your side. Focus on the breathing, keeping the natural curve in the lower spine. Now in a moment we're going to progress on to shoulder bridge. I have to stop and start, so we're on section 3. You can just stay here a little bit longer, focusing on your breathing. Drawing the tummy muscles in all the time.